Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. A belated happy RAMJET day. So yeah, Boatrocker's RAMJET. It's a bit of a cult figure beer here. It's sort of the Aussie equivalent to Goose Island's Bourbon County Stout, only that it's from a craft brewery, of course. So yeah, Boatrocker out of Melbourne. They're in the southeastern suburbs. Really good guys. Yeah, annual release, Imperial Stout, aged in Starward whiskey barrels. I don't think it's always been Starward, but yeah, it's always been like whiskey or bourbon over the years. Starward's a local distiller. And yeah, this is the OG, and then there's plenty of other variants. So yeah, looking forward to this one. I've got my proper glassware, the actual RAMJET glass for this year. And yeah, it's an annual event as well, held at the brewery. It's always something I want to go to, but it's just hard to get to from where I live. So yeah, I always order a few of the beers for home. I always get one to drink now, and then I sell the others. So I think I've got all the way back to about 2019. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time drinking all those. So yeah, I thought I'll do the original first, and then each day I'm going to do a variant or the barley wine or the hybrid. So yeah, it'll be 5 days of Boatrocker dark beers. So it should be pretty cool. And yeah, it had a wax top, so I thought I better get rid of that, and it took a while. So always a pain in the bum, the wax tops. They drive me nuts. So yeah, it's still got the normal lid on there. I'll take that off now and pour her in. Thanks everyone for chiming in. Who have we got so far? We got Bulk, Stu, Trilby, Ghost, Wilco. Cheers, guys. Good to see you. And yeah, don't get me started on the football. Friggin' terrible. I'm sure Wilco understands. He's a D's man too. Bit of smoke on the opening, as Simon from Real Ale Craft Beer would say. And yeah, I had a Boatrocker hat floating around somewhere, but I can't find it. I thought it would have been good to wear that for all the reviews. But yeah, I can already smell it. Smells amazing. Let's pour in the glass. And yeah, it's 20 past 11 at night here on Saturday night. So yeah, I'm not sure what time I'll be doing the other reviews because it sort of depends on work. But yeah, me, Josh from Last Beer, Craig from Kent, and Adam from Mersey will be doing Schlenkerla beers. It'll be, I think, roughly about 10 hours from now. I've got to work out a time, but it'll be my morning and their Saturday night. It's been a stream that's been coming for ages. So, yeah, look out for that one. We've all got a few different Schlenkerla beers, the good old smoky boys. So, yeah, pours jet black in the glass. It's probably medium body, not much of a head to it, pretty light carbonation. Let's give her a whiff. One thing I love, it's got that leathery thing going on straight away. Coffee, chocolate, biscuit. It's got a hint of like molasses or licorice. Maybe a little touch of dark fruits. Fairly subtle. I'm only getting like a little hint of bourbon. But yeah, it smells quite complex. Oh, I can't wait to dive in. It's going to be so good drinking all the variants too. So the one I'll be having tomorrow night It's probably going to be the RAMJET, which is the salted licorice version. So that's sort of like based on a Norwegian sort of vibe. And then you've got RAMJET, which is rye whiskey barrel instead of the straight whiskey. And then, yeah, as I said, a barley wine and the new hybrid, which is this with the barley wine combined. So yeah, it's got that smell like a strong Russian Imperial stout, but then you're getting like this little touch of sweetness from the barrel. And yeah, as I said, like very, very hyped beer, this one. Like craft beer lovers in Australia always get around it, especially like Melburnians. And yeah, just the fact that it's sort of got its own day. I was actually thinking Ramjet Day was today, but apparently it was last Saturday. I'm going in. Cheers, guys. That is sensational. Slightly oily mouthfeel, smooth. It's definitely rich. The chocolate's quite intense. It's like sometimes when you get a chocolate stout and you get huge like cocoa nib, that's sort of what it reminds me of, but I'm pretty sure it's all just malt. I reckon with Ramjet, it's base Maris Otter, but then there's like 10 other malts. So like Maris Otter's sort of the prominent malt they use, and then yeah, a shitload of other complex. It's probably got like 10 specific malts in there. So yeah, I'm definitely getting like that brown sugar, molasses, slightly licoricey vibe. Yeah, chocolate, as I said, it's sort of like I wouldn't say strictly dark chocolate. It's even got a milky chocolate vibe to it. Coffee. So yeah, it's very roasty. Um, as far as dark fruits go, it's almost got like a touch of cherry. It's probably like prune, that sort of thing. I need to stop sipping it so quickly. I just find it hard when you're doing beer reviews just to like, especially talking, describing the beer, just sort of sipping on a beer slowly. God, it's good though. Yeah, if you don't like roasty and bitter and rich, it wouldn't be the beer for you. But I think most of us crafties like that sort of stuff. So yeah, the it's always had that sort of same wrap, same artwork sort of thing. Even with the variants, they'll just have like the slightly different font. It did come out in cans at one stage. You had the choice between bottles and cans, and they did a little experiment where they wanted to see if it would sell her as well in the cans, but it was only done a few years ago, so it's sort of hard to determine whether that was a success or not. Because yeah, there's a lot of people out there with Ramjet. They'll keep like a can or a bottle of it for a good 5, 10 years. Mm. But yeah, I can't wait to the day where I do all the like existing variants, like do a big side by side, like five together. That'd be cool as. And yeah, that's like the Starward logo there. So yeah, they're like mainly whiskey. They're distillers that are based in Port Melbourne, and yeah, they're highly regarded. Like even on a global scale, like some of the American boys in the beer community that like a part of the sort of whiskey as well. They've heard of Starwood and have seen their products. So It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, percentage on this one too is 11. So yeah, she's a big boy. But yeah, the RAMJET, the variant with the rye whiskey, I'm really looking forward to that. I had it when it first came out. I think it's 2 or 3 year old. And yeah, I don't know, I'm really, really appreciating rye more as I sort of, I don't know, the older and wiser I get, the more my craft journey goes on. There's just something about rye I really like these days. So yeah, I feel like as it's warming, you're getting more of that like dark fruit coming out in the aroma. So yeah, like with this base version being sort of aniseedy, imagine how much the salted licorice one's it's gonna be really dominant. And yeah, one thing I've noticed in the last few days, I did a short to an AC/DC song. It's a long way to the top, just chugging a beer as I do with shorts. And I got like a copyright thing. And yeah, ever since I did that, it's like all my algorithms been a bit messed up. So I was hoping with this video it didn't affect it because yeah, like Ramjet's a big thing, and yeah, I want people like in other countries to see what it's all about. It's like yeah, it's sort of shit when you put some video out that yeah you want people to see, and then it doesn't even sort of pop up in their feed. Yeah, they changed their logo a couple of years ago. I actually like their old one better. I think that's a case with a lot of like companies, especially craft breweries. They change their logos and they're never as good as what they were originally. They just try and modernize them. But yeah, love that oily mouthfeel. It's it's sort of a good like thickness. Like I think for this type of beer, it's never going to be really like full bodied and thick. Um, yeah, it's definitely sort of on that medium level. Yeah, when you say jet black, but then yeah, you sort of look at it top down, and it's more of like a dark tan sort of color. But yeah, very very good beer, and I've got to remember to keep some in the bottle because I need to take a photo. But yeah, Ramjet. So there's also a Roger Ramjet, which I've got a feeling that is Buffalo Trace barrels, the same base, like the same beer, but with Buffalo Trace. And then you've got Fat Santa, which is a Christmas release that's sort of similar. I think with Fat Santa though, I reckon it might have chocolate and maybe toasted coconut or something added. But yeah, Boatrocker are definitely like when it comes to their dark beers, they really put a lot of effort into them. Even their core range stouts, I reckon, are pretty good. I had the chocolate one just recently, and I think it's only like 6%, relatively cheap, but it's got like cocoa nibs in it. Yeah, it's quite nice. Anyway, I better score this bad boy. I'm going to say exactly what Stuart was thinking in the chat. 4.8 out of 5. It's at that elite level, definitely. It's not quite absolutely mind blowing 5 out of 5, but it's definitely close. It's a very good beer. And I think every year I have it, you'll get subtle differences, but I feel like my score's normally up around that region. Yeah, really good. Just it leaves a real nice aftertaste as well. So yeah, just from that little sip I had then, I got like a bit more of that bourbon and sort of the woodsy vibe to it. But yeah, really, really good. So yeah, I'm going to wrap that up there. So yeah, 4.8 out of 5. So 2024 Ramjet. Look out for the rest of the beers for the coming week. Thanks everyone for chiming in. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.